another Vault 440 open house. Today we are at Salem Island, the little island just off of Salem, which is actually from a mod called Fem Shepping's Salem Coastal Island Player's Home or something like that. It's a longer title, but I'll put it up on the screen there so you can see it. It's a good island to build on, and that's what I did. It was one of my Let's Build It series, and I basically built as much as I could until I ran out of space. The build limit meter filled up. At that point, I think I was kind of done with the build, and I was excited to move on to other stuff. Here we are. As you get off the boat, this is the entrance. I kept the dock here. This little dock portion here was here with the mod. So I decided to leave that because it's one less thing I had to build, and I do kind of like how it leads us up here. So I put in these stairs here to lead up to the main area here. These stairs here, these were here with the mod too, so I left those as well just because they fit nicely with that hill there, so I decided to leave that. But all this stuff around at the shack, decided to add this giant shack and this wall portion and foliage and stuff like that to kind of break it up, make it more of like an entrance, to get the concept of walking up the stairs, and then it opens up to show you this grand player home area here, which opens up into this all-purpose player home island, I guess. Little 360 dizzy view here. But as you see, I wanted to make this more of a post-war vibe to it, as if someone actually built all this here on the island. I can't imagine what a pain would be to transport all this stuff to the island, but who's keeping track of details, right? It's here. Maybe all this junk, all this scrap junk was here. Maybe he had a big barge, who knows? So why don't we take a tour of the place? I don't even know where to start. Why don't we start at the main house? When I first started building here, there was this big rock here with this giant hole through it. And right away, that's what made me want to kind of build here, is basically to make a player home through that rock using some of the rock, almost like a cave. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. So that's what I try to do here. And you can see the hole of the rock here and just built around it and into it. But I really wanted to do this big giant raised ceiling roof that goes and comes out from the rock. It gives this more deserted island castaway house type feel. And also wanted to make it very lived in and used and full of junk. The living area. Nice little patio deck looking out at the water. Thought that'd be kind of cool. No door here. A lot of times I don't put doors just because I don't know. I just like the look without the doors. Doesn't make much sense. Or my little windows here, which I guess I just like the way they swing out. Don't really serve much purpose than that, but you get the idea there. So the idea was going for whoever lives here was basically building this place using everything they could find, any scrap possible, much like most of the basic Fallout lore type builds. If we go out this door here, extra storage here out here, but this would lead up to a little security lookout. Nice little view there. Not sure how many pirate attacks you would get from the water, but it's there. And a missile turret just in case. And here you can see the tin roof, just a bunch of the roof portions all layered and angled to make this circular type roof. So we'll come back down here, head back in. What do you say we go downstairs here to the main living quarters where the bed would be. You also have a little bathroom here, a little makeshift bathroom. I can't explain the plumbing or anything like that. Most of my Fallout builds, it's there. Don't really have too much thought as to realistically how that would work, but I'm not really keeping track of that, so hopefully you aren't either. Just wanted to make a cozy little area for the player, all of his stuff. A little fireplace. And a little built-in bed type situation here, using a lot of the scrap. And above that, some extra storage for more junk, more scavenging stuff. But this is basically where you would sleep and hang out. I kind of like it. And once again, it's also built into the rock here, which is what I really wanted to do, and that's why I liked this location. So let's head back up here. This is our little kitchen cooking area. My idea was that it's pretty basic, but it's pretty much all you need. Cook things up, even a grill here, open windows so we don't kill ourselves with all the fumes there. This home, all these builds are pretty open. Like I said before, there's not a whole lot of doors, so I guess in a rad storm, life would be pretty miserable, but for the most part, I'm just building it more for looks than realistic. So we come out here, our little pathway to this next shack over here, which was going to be the armor weapons type shack where you would build that. And this is when I started running out of build space, so it is pretty simple and nothing to it. So you'd be able to work on some armor and another guest sleeping area if needed. Had more plans for this one, but like I said, ran out of build space. But for the most part, you get an idea that this would be a utility shack for armor and weapons. If we come back out here, I wanted to have this all covered, so even in the rain you can go from spot to spot, with the exception of the power armor shed there. Here is our greenhouse where we grow most of our food. And the idea here is this is the self-sufficient island where you'd be able to grow everything with the exception to meat, which I guess you could go across there to the mainland and maybe pick up some. Nice little view. Actually, every place on this island has a pretty good view, which is another reason why I like this location. So that's the greenhouse. And next to the greenhouse here is this little shed that's right next to the main stairs here. And this would be the chem shack to craft all your chemicals and whatnot. Anything really. Little workstation here. And all the meds and chems you would need, especially for a single player home. So I wanted to do, I wanted to make some kind of shed, and the idea was to try and have each one of these sheds be a major component to survival on the island. So of course you have your main house here with the kitchen, the sleeping area, just the hangout, the general main house. And then the shed where you can build your armor, work on weapons. So you've got that crafting ability there. You got the greenhouse here for all your food necessities and growing food. You have this little outdoor planter here as well. You got the chem shed where you can craft all your chems, stim packs, jet, whatever you should need. And then of course we have the power armor garage, work shed area. And this would be the main place where you could work on your power armor and work on anything really. I also have a weapons workbench in here as well. The idea is this would be your main spot where you would tune up your power armor, fix it, upgrade it, even work on your weapons, upgrade your weapons. Plenty of extra ammo. Armor workbench here. More weapons and stash. Weapons workbench as well. And of course a nice view. Nothing wrong with that. So pretty basic work garage area, but I think it works. And of course, gotta have the outhouse. Even though we do have a bathroom inside, it might be necessary to maybe throw one in here as well. And we got the radio antenna and major water supply. So, like I said, I was trying to maintain a self-sufficient island feel to it, or lore, I guess, that whoever lived here would be able to stay on the island for quite a while before needing to head to the mainland to get supplies or things like that. So this concludes the tour of the Salem Island player home. Hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough. Pretty simple build, one of my smaller builds, I guess. Normally I would go a little overboard on most of mine, which I guess I'm kind of glad that my build meter did fill up, because I probably would have kept going on this. And it's kind of unfortunate in a way, because this island would be really cool to have like a multi-level, just giant complex on here. It's very tempting. I think I'm finished with this one. I'm happy with the way it turned out for what it is, and I'm on to other things. But there is a lot of detail on this island I'd like to show that I will probably just do in a little montage as we sign off here. So, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep building.